They are absolutely correct. Bulking will make you fat and unhealthy, just like it did to me. Because if you're eating like all the influencer foods that they tell you to eat, like all these, porridge, 1,000 calorie porridge or whatever, in the morning you're eating like 10 bowls of cereal a day, of course you're going to be unhealthy. That's what I was. That's what made me fat and bloated and horrible. Of course it's going to happen. Whereas if you eat real food, regardless of whether you're bulking or not only will your parents be like, oh, he's eating healthy, what a good lad, you'll notice the difference in your gains. You'll be way leaner, but you will pack on muscle at the same time. Think about that for a second. When I eat like this, when I eat real food, I get leaner, but I also gain muscle. My strength goes up in the gym whilst my weight is going down. I notice my abs revealing themselves more, yet my bench press goes up, and it's like, what? How is this working? And it's because you're eating real food. See, you're trying to be like all these fitness influencers, and rightly so, right? They're giving you this information, they're jacks, so follow their advice, right? But then you've got like these people doing 10,000 calorie challenges or whatever, and then Sam Sulek drinking a gallon of chocolate milk every day. Like, of course you're going to be unhealthy. And if your parents see that you're trying to drink a gallon of chocolate milk every day, of course they're going to go, no, that's unhealthy, right? If you're trying to make these massive bulking meals or whatever, and you meal prep for days and days and days, and you've got loads of pasta and loads of sauce, and of course they're going to think, this guy's been way unhealthy, right? We can't give him this much money to eat food or whatever, right? And they're going to say, you're eating too much, stop. And that's because you're eating so many meals in a day. Not only are you this is literally what I was eating. Not only was I eating bad food, I was also eating a lot of it. So I'd have like protein shakes that are just full of chemicals. Cheese, which is actually okay. It's not raw cheese, preferably raw cheese, but cheese is okay, except it's very expensive, right? And then I had like some weird, bagel concoction with like loads of peanut butter and stuff. Like I had loads of peanut butter as well. And it wasn't the good kind, like here, Pip and Nut, which has like no palm oil. It had like loads of different sunflower oils or whatever, like seed oil is terrible. And then I was eating like porridge in the morning, like a ton of porridge in the morning. And then I have like a bag of nuts throughout the day. And then I'd have like about not kidding you, about 3 bowls of cereal, right? So I was eating like 4,500 calories. I was ridiculous. I was eating a ton of calories. And of course my mum was like, right, you're going to need to slow down it. You're eating way too much. You're eating way too much. Whereas now I just eat 3 meals a day. 3 meals, and 2 of them are the exact same. Meat, eggs, fruit and raw dairy. That is all I eat. And then of course whatever my mum makes me at the end. If it includes vegetables, then fine, I don't mind. But the basis of my diet is meat, eggs, fruit and dairy. Just think about the difference, not only in the amount of meals that I'm eating, but in the quality of the meals. If your parents look at you and you're eating like chocolate spread on wraps or whatever, right, just for the calories, oh, I've got to get big, Dad, I've got to get big. He's probably looking at you thinking, you're just going to get fat, right? And regardless of whether he understands bulking or whatever, he's going to think you're going to get fat regardless of what you say. And because you're eating less meals, you can eat all of your calories within these meals, right? So rather than eating around the clock, which is not good for you anyway, you shouldn't be digesting all the time, like every hour of the day. You know how bodybuilders say, oh, you need to eat like every hour or hour and 30 minutes or hour and 27 minutes or whatever. You don't need to do that. Ideally, you should be only eating 1 meal a day. But 3 meals is completely fine, and that's what's acceptable, right? Loads of people just eat 3 times a day, that's completely fine. And if you say, I'm going to start cutting out snacks, for example, I'm going to switch the cereal for fruit, for example, and I'll make all of my own meals, right? Like, imagine if your parents heard you say that, oh yeah, I'll cook my own meals so you don't have to do it at lunchtime or whatever. And then, oh yeah, I want to start eating loads more fruit because I want to be healthy, right? Then of course they're going to be like, oh yeah, of course, that's fine. Whereas you eating like 3 tons of cereal in the morning, and then they're making you like bagels on toast or whatever, something like ridiculous like that, then they're not going to support you in the same way. So your actionable step is to condense all of these like 100 meals in a day down to just 3. And you might be thinking, wait, I'm not going to eat as much, I'm not going to have as many calories, I won't be able to get it all in at once. But to that I say, I eat less calories right now. Calories don't actually matter. I eat less calories and I'm gaining muscle and losing fat. I get better results from this. And that's because I'm eating meat and eggs. Animal products have the most bioavailable sources of protein. You'll be able to absorb all of the protein. You won't be able to get all of the correct nutrients and everything from like porridge and oats and little like bagels that are like vegetarian or whatever. Like, you won't be able to absorb all this like plant protein or whatever. So you don't actually need to be eating this much. You don't need to be eating 4,500 calories. I was doing that for about a year, 4,500 calories, and my weight stayed the exact same, except I got chunky, right? I started looking like this, right? And that's because I was eating these horrible foods that are not designed for humans. Humans are not supposed to eat them. Whereas now, I am eating meat and eggs, which is what humans are supposed to eat. That's what we've been eating for millions of years. And I eat less calories, but I pack on more muscle whilst getting leaner. So listen to your parents and stop eating at 500 meals a day, and instead just condense it down into 3 healthy, nutritious meals like meat and eggs. That's all you need, and you will notice phenomenal results. And if you want even more results to get to this point, then I have a school community where I will teach you exactly everything you need to know about proper nutrition. So you will stop eating like all these influencers, like I was talking about, and you'll start eating real food, and you will start seeing real progress. This is the only program you will ever need in your life. You won't even need to watch YouTube anymore. You have direct one-on-one help from me, and of course you got the community of guys in here who are all on the same path as you. When you stop eating like a bodybuilder and start eating like a human, that is when you will see the progress. I promise you. Everything you need will be inside this program, and this program is the only thing you need to progress to your goals. So that will be the first link in the description. I will see you over there. Good night.